I'm going to tell you about a girl whose name is Penelope Beatrice Jones. Isn't that kind of a big name?
Yeah.
Penelope Beatrice Jones is kind of a long name. Well, this girl was a bright and very loving girl. She loved God with all her heart. She was a really good girl. And do you guys know, see, her name is Penelope Beatrice Jones. Do you know what her initials stand for? Or stand? P. B. J. PBJ. What does that remind you of?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Well, guess what? Penelope loves peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. She absolutely loves peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Anybody else love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in here? You hate them? Is anybody allergic to peanuts?
Oh, I am.
You're
That's why I
allergic?
don't eat them.
You're allergic to peanuts? Well, PBJ is what they called her because this is how she got her nickname. Her mom couldn't find her one day, and she was looking all over the house, and she went into the pantry, and there PBJ, or Penelope, was sitting on the floor with a jar of peanut butter and a big spoon. Have you guys ever done that?
Oh, yeah.
And dug your spoon into the peanut butter and
That's what Kira does.
That's what my daughter Kira does. She does that. So her mom gave her she got the nickname PBJ, like peanut butter and jelly, PBJ. So PBJ is her nickname, and she loved peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. In fact, at school, her mom made her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every day for lunch. That's all she ate. She didn't eat all the other school's food. She would only eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. In fact, she so loved her peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. She would sit in the cafeteria, and all her friends would be talking to her, and she didn't talk to anybody. She didn't listen to anybody. She just ate her peanut butter and jelly sandwich. She was only focused on that sandwich until it was all gone. It was amazing. So she was so focused. Well, it was the beginning of a new school year, and the principal, all the kids were sitting. PBJ is in third grade, like some of you guys are in third grade. She's 8 years old, and she's sitting in her third grade class, and in walks the principal, and he brings in a new girl to the school. How many of you guys have ever seen new kids come into the school, or you've been a new kid? You've been in a new kid? Is it kind of freaky when you walk in and you're the new kid in school?
No.
Everyone's staring at you.
Yeah. It is kind of freaky. Well, the girl's name is Harriet Ann Matthews. You guys know what her initials stand for?
H-A-M, ham.
Harriet Ann Matthews. What does that stand for?
Hot dog.
Ham.
H-A-M, ham. And secretly, Harriet loved ham sandwiches. She loved it. You know, how many of you guys, when you said you've been to the new student, how many of you guys have been shy or scared? Well, this was Harriet. She was so shy and so scared of going to a new school, but you know what, guys? She was not only in a new school, she was in a new city. She had a new life, new friends, and the big one is she had a new family. Understand? She had a new family. You see, Harriet had moved to the city to live with her Aunt Louise. Harriet had a really, really rough home life. Her parents weren't good to her. Sometimes Harriet would go a day or two without seeing her parents or even eating. They would just leave her at home by herself. They would work all day, and then they wanted to go out and party with their friends, and they would leave her there by herself. You know, there's so many times that Harriet was very scared and lonely. Well, one day, you're right, one day her Aunt Louise came to visit her. And her Aunt Louise is like, Harriet, this is horrible. You're going to come and live with me. And she's like, oh, that would be great. And so Harriet went to live with her Aunt Louise. And you know, what was so sad is at her old school, the kids made fun of her because of the way she dressed, because she was shy. How many of you guys have ever been made fun of? It's hurtful. Yeah, it's hurtful, isn't it, to be made fun of? Well, she was made fun of. In fact, one day this boy said to her, Harriet, haven't you worn those same jeans every day this week? Don't you know you're supposed to wear different clothes every day to school? Oh boy, that comment, Emily, don't do that.
You can if you want.
That comment,
You can. You can wear
that comment made her so ashamed. And so, it was so sad, she was so ashamed. You see, most kids, most of you guys, all of you guys, you have loving parents who bring you to church. Maybe, I know Juliana, you have a violin, and Emily's taking piano lessons, and what are you doing?
I'm ready to play the drums.